Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the Mitt Flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure to subscribe so you have a chance to win. And if you got entered into the subscriber giveaway, the 2,500 subscriber giveaway, or you're just curious who won, stick around till the end and you'll find out who won. Just a warning to those out there who are new and to those who have been around for a while who it's disturbing to, I will be cutting off my beard sometime in the near future. I do it a couple times a year. People seem to be shocked by it every time. I don't know. It's my own face, so it doesn't really shock me, but it is a bit of a change. Be warned. So today is going to be a haul video. There hadn't been garage sales in 3 weeks. There was a community sale this last weekend. It was a lot of, it was hard. I had to bring Thea with me, which is usually fine, but this one's out in the middle of nowhere. It's like it's on like a lake. It's like its own separate community. It's a very out in the middle of nowhere. It's a 15-minute drive from my house, which isn't that bad. But with a toddler, we were about quarter of the way to halfway through, and she said the magical words, "I have to potty." And then Dad went, "Oh, Dad fail. Closest bathroom is home. I should have brought like a potty with me or something." Whatever. So I did end up having to leave, take her to my sister's, go back later that day. It was a lot. So let's just go through the stuff before I rehash all of it. I'll try to stay in the same sale so I can give somewhat of an idea what I paid, but overall, for the whole day, I spent, I think, $180. I think. I'll have to check my numbers, but I think $180. At one sale, I got this Polaroid I-type camera, which sells for about 25 bucks. Not a huge seller, and I did pay the $10 for it, but it came with 2 packs of film. So right there, that bumps it up an extra, I don't know, $10, $15. So not a ton of profits, but it's a good seller, good sell-through rate. And I am not desperate for things to sell, but having 3 weekends with no garage sales and the season coming quickly to an end, I was a little more liberal with my money. But also at that sale, I got this pair of Doc Marten steel toe work boots for $3. So the little bit of money I'll make on the other ones is made up by the lot of money I'll make on these. I'm guessing $50+. I'm not sure exactly how much. It's a decent amount of profits. And then at one of the sales, I got this, it's curled up here, but it's a new and packaged Sears adjustable picture light, and you'll see it goes above your picture frame. I guess you could mount it below your picture frame. I couldn't find this exact one, but these things in general were selling for a ton of money. So $5 I thought was fair. Usually when I'm in a hurry, I don't haggle a lot. I don't haggle a lot in general. If I know I'm making good money and the price they have on it is a fair price, I usually pay the price. The only times I tend to negotiate is if I do need a better deal. I know there's a lot of resellers or just people who not thrift, but people who garage sale in general, that they have to get a better deal on every single thing they buy. If it's $5 and they're gonna make $1,000, they still want it for $4. Whether or not, I mean, that's up for you in your own personal life, but I'm not that guy. I got better things to do with my life. I don't haggle on everything. I'm not afraid to haggle. I will if I need to. In general, if the price is fair and I'm going to make money, that's the price I pay. On this vacuum bags, 10 cents. I actually got these thrown into a combined deal, but I'm going to put that to the side for now till I can show everything I got at that sale. On my way home, I actually stopped at a different sale, not part of the community sale, and I picked up this. This is another one of those examples. They said, I want $5 for it. I looked it up. It sells for around 30 plus ship, 25 plus ship. And I said, okay, that's a fair price. It's in the box. It's clean. I mean, that's a pull it out of the box, take a few pictures. I was okay paying what they asked. Could I have got it for $2? Maybe. Maybe. And a lot of people would say, and I might agree with them, you know, it never hurts to ask. I have no place to put this stuff, but it doesn't hurt to ask. I don't know. I just don't do it. Again, same kind of thing right here. This, I don't even got to take it out. It is this Fine Picks I think it's the 330, but it really doesn't matter. I paid $5 for it. It sells for I think 30 plus ship, and then mine has a case and an additional cable that goes with it, so probably, you know, an extra $5 on top of that. But it had a great sell-through rate. I said $5, that's fair. And I was in a hurry. I was trying to not talk to people like, here's your money, I gotta go to the next one, trying to get through all of it as quickly as possible. At another sale, I got these 2 brass candlesticks and this Corning, I don't know what these are called still. How do I not know what these are called? But it's a handle that attaches to the handle of your ceramic Corning casserole dishes for 25 cents, and the brass candlesticks for $1. The pair of these, you know, it could be $19.99 free shipping. And then this, I will sit around until I find a second one, and I'll sell it for around $14.99 free shipping for the pair. The sale, here's a story for you. The sale I got those at, I didn't know. I wasn't even aware. There was no house. My dad pointed this out to me later. He said, yeah, did you go to this one? I was like, yeah, I got a couple things there. There was no house. It was a garage and property. The reason it was a garage and property is because a gentleman murdered his wife in Wisconsin, buried her under the house, like I think in the cement of the house, lived there for a significant amount of time. So when the FBI finally caught him and investigated, this was like last year, 2 years ago, finally found him, investigated, they had to tear the house down to get to the wife. And these were items of his. Because when they went through the house, they just put everything into the garage and tore the house down. And so the people who bought the property got a bunch of just bonus stuff. That's why when I didn't think of it at the time, of course, because I didn't know. When I bought this, the lady said, "What is that?" I was like, I thought that was a little weird. I'm like, it's your house. It's your thing. You think you would know what it is. And that's why. It wasn't. It belonged to a murderer. So, fun story, I guess. Interesting, I guess would be the better word. Interesting story. If I can find a video of the whole story, like the news story, I will link that at the end of this one for anybody who's curious. I'm curious of how long he lived there. I don't remember that part, but I think it was a long time. And then this, I don't know, I just got caught up in a conversation. This I overpaid for. I should have paid 50 cents for this. I don't know why I paid $1. I'll still make a little bit of money, but it won't be much. I was just, I don't know, lost in a conversation. It was like the last sale I went to, or second to last sale, overheated. I'm making up excuses at this point. This was a bad buy. I won't lose money, but it's a bad buy. And then I got these out of a free box. Check your free boxes. 2 foam koozies. These will go into my pile of foam koozies, which is pretty close, but I don't think it's there yet for another lot of 10 to sell. And that's what I do. I pile them up for 50 cents or less till I get around 10 of them. I make them into a lot. I make them all different. The brighter the colors, the more wild, the better. And I make a lot, and it sells pretty good. I make about 3 of those lots a year. And then I picked up a James Patterson book for 50 cents. It'll go into my pile of James Patterson books. And I get a lot of questions on my James Patterson books sets that I sell. These are not like it's a hot seller. It's not like everyone should go out and do this. You should find a book series that is an okay seller that you come across often. And for me, that was James Patterson. That might be James Patterson for everybody. It's not like you can't go on eBay and find them. It's not like they're flying off my shelves. I'm not telling you to go out and do it. It's just something that I would consider a replenishable. This I would consider a replenishable. The koozies, a replenishable. Something that I know sells. Over time, I will get them, and then I can lot them up and make some money. Definitely don't go to your Goodwill and pay $4.99 a book. It's when you find them for 50 cents, you throw it in your pile. You find them for 25 cents, you throw them in your pile. When you finally go to make the lot, and you're missing 2 books, you go buy the cheapest online at a buy one, get one book, like the large box store bookstores, for $4 free shipping to fill out the lot. That's the kind of thing. If you're paying $1 a book even, you're paying too much. This and this griddle, I combined, and this free spider. Oh, that's alive. Hi, guy. Ooh, I don't usually kill spiders, but this one is a transplant. He's getting squished. I don't mind the spiders that already live here, but when you come from somewhere else, you got to go. Oh, great. Now he's missing. Great. He heard me. He heard me, and now he ran, and now he's here forever. He just looked ickier than I like. But I normally don't kill spiders. This is a Tupperware Servalier lid. I'm not sure. Probably $12.99 free shipping, something like that. And I asked how much for this. She said 50 cents. Then she walked away. And the gentleman there, I said, okay, well, I'm getting this for 50 cents. Would you do $4.50 on the griddle and make it a $5 overall? He looked confused, then said yes. Then I handed him $5. Then when the lady came back, he said what I said to her, and she said, oh no. I was walking away. I'm not giving you the more money now. I'm already halfway down the driveway holding a griddle and a toddler. I just don't leave that guy in charge then. But the griddle I picked up for myself because, of course, like every family, we enjoy pancakes, but it's a hassle to make pancakes for a whole family, especially the way I've been doing it lately in a pan where I cook one pancake at a time. No, thank you. At another sale, I got this University of Michigan mug for 10 cents. Oh, look right here. Megahigon. How does that happen? Megahigon. How do you produce mugs and have a misprint, a misspelling on half of it? That's just hilarious. I'm still going to try to list it. I'll put that in the listing that it's misspelled on half of it. Hopefully somebody finds it funny and still buys it. At that same sale, I did get a plush bear that I bought to resell. It was $1 worth about $19.99 plus ship, $24.99 free ship, somewhere in there. But when you buy a teddy bear and you have a toddler in the back seat, guess who got a new teddy bear? So I bought it to resell, but that was not going to leave the hands of the toddler. Next, I got this bag of silverware. It's mostly these ones, which these are the silverware I grew up with. I think they say Normandy on them. I don't remember mine saying Normandy at my parents' house, but these were definitely the ones we grew up with. But I got this whole bag. It's mostly these, but there are some others. But I got this whole bag for $3. I mean, one of these probably sells for $3 by itself. I said before, the silverware is not flying off the shelves, but I like it as a new category that I cover in my store because it checks all my favorite boxes. Cheap, easy to list, easy to ship, easy to store, doesn't take up a lot of space. All those things that go, yes, Drew, sell those things. The more of those boxes it checks, the lower the sell-through rate can be for me. Whereas if it's the opposite, where it's a lot of cleaning and it's hard to picture and it takes up a lot of space, the sell-through rate needs to be much, much higher. And then at another sale, got these two Old Hickory True Edge Ontario Knife Company. I just sold one of these very recently that I bought this summer. It was a larger one. It was, I think, this style, but bigger. And I want to say I got $20-something for it. I'm not sure exactly. These are a good thing to pick up, and I got them for 50 cents a piece. I'll probably get around $20 free shipping each. And then at a different sale, I got this set of silverware, which is all the same. Does it have a brand on here? These are Custom Craft, and I paid $5 for all of these. I mean, the Rubbermaid container is almost worth that. I don't know exactly what I'll get for these. The size of this set, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a $50+ set of silverware. And then also at that sale for $10, I got this Farberware Open Hearth, which the motor in it alone is $25, $30 plus ship, the cord, all that. I'll check current prices for these complete, but there's a high likelihood, I'd say 85% plus likelihood that I part this out no matter what, and the basin part will just go into my recycling, and then everything else will get parted out. Like this part will go into recycling, this part will go into recycling, and then everything else parted out, because the last 2 times I did that, it was worth more money to part it out by a significant amount, like $25 more than selling it as a whole item. And then also, they sold quickly. So that seems like the way to go. I don't think I have many pieces left, but for some of them, I will be able to just increase the quantity. Yeah, I have a drip tray left, and one set of legs. It looks like I have a second drip tray. So the drip trays, you know, maybe I'll reduce the price, but I think they're already very cheap. So I don't know. And this one also even has the fork in it, the heating element. I'm talking myself into it right now. It is very clean, so I don't have to clean it. So I will check the prices on completed, but the shipping of them when they're all together is so much money. And if you take it apart to ship it, you might as well just part it out anyways because you'll make more money. So I think I talked myself into it, but I will double check the prices. All right, and then at the next sale, I got this box of brass, which is a significant amount. It's 12 or 13 candle holders. These fancier ones down here, candelabras, a couple of ashtrays, a bell. Like I said, this vacuum bag that they threw in, it was 10 cents anyways, but I don't know. It's got a barcode, new and packaged, $9.99 free shipping is my hope. Could be more than that. Then also at that sale, I got, I can't remember what these are called. They're the things for your fireplace, but they have a specific name. I don't know. But for those, the box of brass, and these two very fancy vintage coats. One is from Herman K, and then this one is from a place called Goodyear's, which was made in Ann Arbor. There was also a fur coat that I almost bought, but as we were discussing how much they wanted for it, because they had no clue, looking over, there was a big rip in the back of it, and I'm not getting it repaired. I didn't look these up. They're vintage. They're very clean. They looked fancy. But for all the brass, the coats, the two fire pit thingies that I don't know why I can't think of the name. Oh, because my memory's terrible. I paid 50 bucks for all of that. I'm really thinking each of the coats is going to be above that, but my knowledge on coats does not exist. This was a complete shot in the dark by looking at them, knowing that this one is very vintage. This one also is vintage, but I'm not sure. Buttons are real nice on it. I don't know. These were a complete shot in the dark, but in my mind I said, I bet those are worth $50 a piece. I think this is overall a good deal. The brass alone, I will make that money, especially these two candelabras, that set. That might be 40 plus ship just for the two of those, but I don't know. I try not to look stuff up at the garage sales because I don't have time. And there's something as a reseller that you develop. And I have no idea on those coats. You start developing, not so much you know every single thing, every single category. You can just spot quality. Where you feel something, you pick it up, you can just feel, and no matter what category that fits in, you go, wow, this is well made. This has a quality element to it. This was probably very expensive when it was originally purchased. You develop that kind of a sense for the things you're buying more than you do the actual, this is exactly how much this thing is worth. Unless you're just looking every single item up. And I think this is the last sale, not the last one I went to, but the last one to go over. And my dad thought I was out my mind for how much I paid. And actually, looking back, I definitely could have paid less. I just, again, didn't have the time, was just trying to get as much done as I could and still get back to the rest of my life that has to exist and keep the wheels on. For this pile here, these 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes, I paid $70. And there's another spider. Get out of here. This box of books right here will likely cover that amount anyways. It's a lot of your Hardy Boys style children's hardback, couple of vintage coloring books that might be worth quite a bit. And by quite a bit, I mean above $14.99. I never heard of this one, but there was a few of these Tom Corbett. I assume those are going to be somewhat worth selling. Here's another, here's a Bobbsey Twins, which I might have this exact number 2. Look at this. Well, I guess I didn't need that one. I got 2 Bobbsey Twins number 2s. Well, that's great. This box alone, I think will actually cover the price, what I paid for everything else. But then here we have piles of vintage Barbies, all of them vintage. They are not in the best condition, but that doesn't always matter, especially depending on how much you're willing to clean them up. But the amount of clothes attached to them is a big deal. Like this one, that's probably nail polish or something. That's not great. They're not, like I said, not in the best condition, but overall, there's just a lot of it. And there's really a few random odds and ends tucked in these boxes. Because that was the other thing, is I started to sort through the boxes and went, I don't got time for this. So I just said, how much for the box? Let me move on with my day. This sale, it was 100 years of a collector. Toys, books, glassware, clocks, albums, every category you could think of, packed from one end to the other. I went there twice and I couldn't even get to another section. I went there once to go through the books, left. Came back another time to go through the toys. Couldn't even make it all the way through the toys. Tried to go to the albums, and it was overwhelming because of just how much stuff there was. So after I got the Barbies, and I said on my way out, here's my number. When you're, because I kept hearing them say, everything's got to go, everything's got to go. I think the person passed away and they got to clear it out. Or maybe the people who own it are older and it's time for them to move on to a apartment or something. I said, here's my number. After the weekend's over, get a hold of me, and maybe we could work out a deal where I unload a significant amount of this for you. And I've been working out in my head. The logistics alone, I don't think I could take everything because it's a full pole barn. I would have to rent additional storage units. I would have to hire people just to get it unloaded. I'd have to get a dumpster on site just to dump the not worth taking stuff, because some of it's trash. Even some of the stuff I bought in these boxes won't get sold. They haven't contacted me yet. I hope they do, just in case, just so I can at least go out there and spend a half a day and do another pick and probably bring my camera with me. If I can find my chest mount that I lost, I don't know how. But a lot of these seem like very neat. Like this Bionic Woman, I have no idea what it goes for, but I bet you the shoes alone are worth something. And they're all dingy. They were in a pole barn. These were all played with, collected over the years. But there's just so much, and I know there's going to be a little treasure here and there. Here's a Ken with his outfit, or maybe that's a G.I. Joe? I have no idea. And then, I don't want to dig through them too much, because I just don't need to make the mess right now. It's going to be a lot of work, but I think there's a ton of money. But the reason that I paid such a significant amount of money for all four boxes, was this box. Because I didn't look this one up, so I don't know. Little disco doll. So I'll actually pull that aside and look it up soon. But right here, the Archies from Mark's Toys, new in package, even though somehow the items inside still look dirty, even though it's new. I guess it just happens over time. And this one, they sell for around $50 each. So I think that's a good deal no matter what. And then look at how many different outfits there is. It's so much time to go through all this and figure it out. I did reach out to Jen because the last time we had to do this, she actually enjoyed herself. I mean, look at these cool ones. And some of these could be homemade, I don't know. But she actually enjoyed herself. So I said, hey, I got a bunch of Barbie stuff. If you're willing to put in some work, I'll pay real good because I don't want to do it. But so many things. And then in the bottom of the box, there's just extra stuff. There's a tin spinner. I don't know if that's worth anything, but it might be. Like this goes to Fisher-Price Circus, I think. It's got some weird discoloration to it. But there's going to be random little toys that I know are going to be worth $9.99, $12.99 each. And then just so many little bits and bobs. Honestly, it was so overwhelming. And I very much wish I would have had my camera. It was a picker's dream because it was a pole barn and because it'd been out there forever. Everything was dingy. Everything was a little dirty. Everything was a little... Nothing was going to be like an easy flip. There was a Mickey Mouse ventriloquist doll. Sells for $50+, but it was going to take me an hour to clean it. So I was like, even though it's only $2, I can't buy that because it's going to take way too much time. And it was huge. It would take up a lot of space too. So overall, I would say okay. Not amazing. I'll know once I start going through the Barbies if I did amazing. When it's coming to this time of year, I have to put stuff in my storage unit for when the stuff just turns off. When the faucet turns off and I have to have things to list. I think this did it. That I think put me over the hump of there's no chance I'll run out of things. But you let me know. Do you think I did all right? Do you think the Barbies was a waste because, you know, they're in pretty rough condition? Do you think it's going to take me too much time? Do you see anything else that was worth a bunch? Anything I overpaid for? How was your sales in your area? Did they dry up for the last 3 weeks like in mine? I've never seen it. There was none. It was insane. And then let me go ahead and kick it over to Future Drew to let you know who won the subscriber giveaway. Future Drew here. Thank you everyone who entered. We have 56 unique comments. So let's go ahead and see who won. Visitor, congratulations. Do you offer everything with free shipping? And actually, I was going to use that comment in a future video. I guess I could just mention it now. I did answer in their comment. And congratulations to you. Reach out to me through the Facebook link or the Instagram link in the description, and I'll get your prize package sent out to you. Go ahead and take a look through the store, see if anything is interesting that you want to spend your free $10 on. But no, I don't do everything free shipping. Only, well, it's now Ground Advantage, but Ground Advantage under a pound. I used to only do first class. First class is now lumped into one whole thing with Ground Advantage, but still only under a pound. And then also media mail. Media mail because it doesn't change no matter where you ship it to. So you can just bake that, you know exactly how much the shipping is going to cost no matter where it goes. You can bake that into the price. And then on things under a pound, it's because my wiggle room, of negotiation, stuff I would send offers on, take offers, the difference in price in that shipping, sending it to, say, from me, California is pretty far, South Florida, things like that. That difference, I'm okay with that variance being in there. That's a variance that I've already allowed in my pricing of things. I like it. It's easier. I never have to think about it. I don't have to weigh something. I know if it's under a pound. If it's close, I weigh it. But if it's not, I don't have to know if it's 4 ounces or 8 ounces. It's just, that's how I've done it at this point. There are reasons against it, but I always say, do your business the way you want to do your business. Take all the information you get from every reseller, your own personal experience, bake that all into how you want to run your business. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other.
Just really neat. Hey, Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let go. I'm good at this.